Hello, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're back in here tonight, and we're going to be coloring finished coloring these flowers on the backdrop. Today's been a busy day. We had some guys come in here and do duck work, cleaning the ducks out. And folks, I got to tell you, you better be careful who you try to get to clean your ducks, because they can be a scam, and I think these guys were a scam, because all they did was take a wet vac, which was something that I could have done myself, and clean the ducts out. And they were here for a couple hours, folks. The lady that I talked with when she called to verify that we was going to have it done, she told me that they would be here longer than that. And it turned out they was only here for a couple hours, and they didn't even take that brush that they usually run down in the ducts. You know how they use that brush and go down in there and dust it out real good? Well, they didn't use it, folks. All they did was use a wet vac, which was something that I could have done myself probably. And they didn't get to this one room in here where our dog stays at, because I knew that they were a scam, so I didn't tell them about that room. Yeah. You just gotta watch, folks. We had a company come here one time, it was called Coit. I really did like them. I think they were good, because the Coit people, they got this big, huge vacuum that they run down inside your vents and clean them out. And after they're done, they spray some disinfectant down inside the ducts. I wish if I had it to do over again, I would have got them to do it instead of these people here. And the reason we wound up doing that, folks, was because this one guy was sitting in the front of Home Depot, you know, as you walked in the door, and he's selling that company. And I think it's called Mauser or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, he talked me and Bobby into getting duct work and stuff done. And we did. And it turned out it wasn't worth what we paid. We paid $300 some, folks. So we just got scammed. And I wanted to let you all know this so this wouldn't happen to you, folks. You gotta watch people nowadays, because I think they'll tell you anything for a dollar bill. And this, we just learned our lesson here, folks. That now you gotta watch for scams. My husband's very disappointed, because he knows that we've been scammed. But that just goes to show you, folks. But, you know, I knew they were a scam when I seen them with that little bitty wet vac. That wet vac was twice as small as the one I got out there on the porch, folks. I could take that big wet vac that I got out on the back porch and probably do a better job than they did. But anyway, it's just one of them things you have to watch, folks. I was on YouTube watching Trump do a press conference, and he was doing a very good job, folks. You know, I've noticed that the Democrats are kind of blocking him out of doing a lot of press conferences or doing speeches like Kamala Harris is doing. It's almost like they're just wanting to place her in there without anything, folks. And I think they got something up their sleeve with, in terms of the country. And I would be very careful who I vote for, folks. Just saying. I may have to use another one, folks. This is running out of ink. But yeah, I wanted to let you all know what was going on and everything. I haven't deserted you. Hi, folks. How y'all doing? I want you to be able to see my face, but folks, the camera on this tablet is so. I mean the monitor on this tablet is so small. I have a hard time getting everything to come in. I have to position it a certain way in order for you to be able to see everything. But I wanted to come in and say hello to you all, and I hope you're doing well. I would kind of like to do a scenery picture again, folks. But a scenery picture takes a while because you gotta draw the stuff first and things like that. So we might do it some other time. But I went behind these guys and cleaned up messes and stuff. They didn't even clean their messes up, folks. They left dust over here on the living room floor next to the couch. I had to clean it up. But it's getting to where now, folks, if you want anything done, you're probably going to have to do it yourself to get it done. Because there's too many people out here trying to scam their way into things, folks. Untrustworthy people. But I think they got Kamala Harris overrated because I think she has a lot to do with the economy being the way it is. And I would just be very careful who I voted for, folks. You need to go on YouTube and check out that press conference that Trump's having and watch him answer all the questions that they're asking and stuff. Because if you notice, Kamala Harris is not really answering no questions. And you know, I have a trust issue with people that try to dodge things like that because it's almost like they're trying to hide something. So yeah, if I can't hear what they're planning on doing to straighten up the country, I'm not going to listen. But I tell you, folks, Kamala Harris is not going to straighten up the country. That's just my opinion. If anything, she's probably going to mess it up worse. But some people, folks, you can't tell them anything. They think that you're just wanting, telling them things like that because you're wanting a certain candidate in there. They don't realize that you're trying to help them and tell them the truth. Everybody is so brainwashed on them Democrats, folks. They don't stop and think and sit back and look at the situation about what shape the country's in or anything like that. They just jump and vote for somebody that's going to mess things up. So I don't know, folks. Another opinion that I have too, if Trump doesn't get in, we're all going to be messed up, folks. Our country's going to be a total disaster. Because that one vice president that she chose, he was part of all them riots they had up there where they was looting and burning and stuff. And he allowed that to go on and things and burnt the country down. And they made up a story on Trump about that insurrection thing and tacked the blame on Trump about that. And that insurrection thing was a setup, folks. I hate to tell you that. And you know, everybody has their opinion, but that's my opinion, folks. If you just stop and think about it, it was a setup. And all the stuff that they've accused Trump of, he's innocent. He didn't do all that stuff. And I think it's odd that somebody tried to assassinate Trump, too. I find that another odd situation. If you guys have any comments, leave your comments on my reply box, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I have to go through them because I got a lot of comments and stuff, folks, and you know, I stay busy quite a bit, so it's kind of hard to get in there and check all the comments and stuff. But I try my best to shuffle everything around in a way where I can get to it. But like I told you, I'm going to leave some of these flowers white looking, folks. I've been wanting to get in here and do a video and everything, folks. But it took me a little bit to straighten up that mess from the guys that were here. So I had to get that done. And I was a little bit disappointed because of the scam, too. I was wanting them to hurry up and get done and get out of here, folks. Because you know, when you've been scammed and you realize it, folks, you don't want them sticking around. I told my husband I could probably do that dog's room myself. They did not use that brush that goes down in the vent. They didn't use it at all. And that's what gets rid of the dust, folks, because it's got those little rubber strips on it. And it goes around and gets all that dust off the sides of your ducts. And that's what helps it. Because that's what Coit did when we had Coit. And Coit also puts that disinfectant down in your vent when they get done. So it will get the germs out of there, folks. Because, you know, sometimes I think mice can get down in them vents and, you know, and probably bugs that's inside the house. Because we got those old vents, folks. I think that guy said they're made out of steel or something like that. Well, anyway, the bugs would have to be inside the house to get in them, folks. But yeah. I guess it's a good thing. I guess we got lucky because if we hadn't had them kind of vents, folks, we'd probably have them hornets up in there, you know. I thought about that too. Because I asked him about that today. And he said no, he didn't think they pests like that could get up in there because the way the vent was made. But anyway, I was wanting to get in here and do some artwork, folks. It seems like we haven't been doing that too much. And talk to you all and see how y'all been doing. And there's the picture, folks. I'm going to leave some of them flowers white looking. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel, folks. You have a nice night and a blessed night too, folks. Please think before you vote. Thank you. You're awesome and you got this, folks. Bye-bye.